Would you tell any musician? Because I can't say this bass player because you played several instruments, guitar, keys. What would you tell any musician who looking to get better in in playing and growing? What would you tell them?
I would say, all right, I'm gonna give a couple of answers to this question. Um, Anybody that knows me, if you just get introduced to me now, you know me. But I would say this, I'm devout in terms of my faith and what I believe, and I would say draw a line in the sand now. Draw a line in the sand now in terms of where you stand, who you are for, what you're about. Go ahead and do that now. Don't wait until you get to these opportunities after growing, after getting to the place in your musicianship or whatever. Don't wait to then to decide because it's going to be harder to decide once you get to that place. Go ahead if you are a believer, if you're professing to be a believer, draw a line in the sand now and make your boundaries as far as I'm not going to cross this line, I'm not going to cross that line. Go ahead and do that now. That way, you're not trying to figure that out once you get there because the opportunity is going to come and you got to be clear about what you're about. And I think drawing a line in the sand helps you to stay on path. There's a verse, one of my verses, I think Psalms 143:10. Teach me to do your will, for you are my God, and let your good spirit lead me onto level ground. If you're trusting and then Proverbs 3:5 and 6, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not to
Yes.
your own understanding, all your ways acknowledge him and he will direct your path. If we are doing those things as far as your career path is concerned, God will direct you if you make a choice, if you decide, if you cut off any other option, hey, I'm going to follow God, period. That's what it is. If you do that, God will line things up for you to get to where you need to get to. It might not look like nobody else, might not look like me, Snoop, Justin Reigns. Your journey might not look like that, and that's okay. I had to learn that the hard way. So my first answer to that question: draw a line in the sand, decide who you're going to be, who you're going to follow. Now, secondly, after drawing your line, understand you're going to have to do the work.
Yes.
You're going to have to do the work. But the good thing about where we are, the generation that we have now, you have so many more resources available to you that wasn't available early on. We didn't have, like you said earlier, we didn't have YouTube. We didn't have all these different things available to
Yes.
us. I remember when I got started trying to like really learn the stuff, you got VHS stuff of Bass Day, or you got to listen to, you know what I'm saying? You got to listen to records,
Yeah.
rewind over and over and over and over again, trying to get one little line that somebody played. And ain't nobody finna get on YouTube and break down what that person just played. You had to figure it out. And
Yeah.
so I think there's some honor in doing that still today. Even if you can go on YouTube and find a video breaking it down, that's quicker. But it's something about when you sit there and you learn those records, it trains your ear in a different
Yes.
way. It takes a
Yes.
little longer, but it trains your ear in a different way, and it makes it like it. You get a different. I can't explain it, but you get a different sense of accomplishment that I put the work in. I figured this out, and so it builds your confidence in a way that, like, okay, I know I can learn that song because I learned this one over here. If I learn this James Hall record, then I know I can learn this, this Israel record. Not taking nothing from
Exactly.
Israel, but James was on some other stuff. You know what I'm saying? If I learn this Reggie Young line or this, this Reggie, what's my other guy?
Reggie Parker.
Reggie Parker. If I learn this Reggie
Yes.
Parker thing, I can definitely learn this Maurice Fitzgerald thing. So it's something that comes with